Hello everybody, I'm Jackie K. Cooper, and today's entertainment rundown is a review of the movie Freaky. I hadn't heard of this movie, well maybe just on the outskirts of my brain I was aware of it, but it's a redo of the old Freaky Friday themes. Freaky Friday, I remember way back when Jodie Foster was a teenage actress. She was in the original Freaky Friday with Barbara Harris, and Barbara Harris played her mother, and then somehow their souls went from one body to the other. The mother had the mind and personality of the teenager had the mind and personality of the mother. Then they redid this several years later with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis, and both movies were wildly popular, and so it was just logical that somebody was going to have to take an evil turn on this type of story, and you come up with a movie like Freaky. And in Freaky, Vince Vaughn plays a diabolical serial killer who is terrorizing a town. And then there's the sweet, wonderful high school senior who has a crush on one of the most popular boys in the class. She's played by Catherine Newton. And somehow, you have to see the movie to understand how they do it, their spirits get switched, and she lives inside the body of Vince Vaughn, the high school senior does, and the serial killer is in the body and in possession of the high school senior. And it is wild, it is ridiculous, and it is so much fun. Now, this is a violent movie. I had to cover my face at times because the violence was so much. But it's just, I don't know, it works. Vince Vaughn makes it work. Vince Vaughn is a huge, guy that does well. He plays the serial killer at the first, and then all of a sudden he has the spirit and mind of a 17-year-old girl, and he has all the mannerisms and all the angst and everything else. It is an amazing performance, and Vince Vaughn just chews it up. He just dives into it head first. He is the reason to see the film. Everything he does is hilarious. Like I said, there's violence in there, but there's also comedy. And then you have Catherine Newton, who has been this wonderful high school senior. Her father has died. She's trying to help her mother get through the transition of grief. She has a sister who works for the sheriff's office, and she has her two good friends, one of whom is gay, one of whom is black. And that only say that because there's one line, I've seen it in trailers, where the serial killer is after these two people, and the guy says, "I'm gay, you're black, what chance do we have?" alluding to all the other horror films that have been made in the past. But the film is rated R for profanity and violence. I scored this movie 7 out of 10. It's got its flaws, but boy, is it fun to watch if you can get through this type of thing. Like I said, it stars Vince Vaughn, Catherine Newton, Alan Ruck, and Katie Finneran. They're both Finneran are both in there. Katie Finneran plays her mother. Alan Ruck plays a teacher, a really sadistic teacher at the high school where the young girl attends school. But it is a wild ride. It's a movie that you think, oh gosh, why didn't we see this coming after all the other Freaky Friday films? But this one takes the title Freaky and runs with it. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Reach down there and hit the subscribe button if you have. If you're already a subscriber, tell your friends about this and get them to subscribe too. But for today, this has been Jackie K. Cooper's Entertainment Rundown with a review of Freaky.